these eruptions are enormous. The amount of material erupted from them, huge.
There's no reason for it to stop, although it might come in spurts. Our images show wider parts and narrower parts, so it's like slugs of material that are flowing in a sewer line.
Yellowstone, known as America's majestic and adventure-filled first national park, is not only a haven for outdoor enthusiasts, but also a mesmerizing landscape housing an astonishing 50% of all geothermal wonders found on Earth. However, beneath its awe-inspiring beauty lies a lurking threat, a massive and relentlessly active supervolcano. And now Elon Musk, the visionary CEO of SpaceX and Tesla, has just revealed a startling development. The Yellowstone volcano is exhibiting pulsating behaviour, manifesting in a formidable 100-foot wide crack on its surface. The implications of this recent phenomenon are profound. What does this ominous crack signify? What magnitude of devastation could we witness if this volcano were to erupt? Let's embark on a journey of exploration to uncover the answers. Nestled in the picturesque northwest corner of Wyoming, we find the remarkable Yellowstone National Park, a true gem among America's natural wonders. As the very first national park in the United States, it proudly spreads across an expansive 8,985 square kilometres, captivating visitors with its breathtaking array of waterfalls, geysers, pristine lakes, winding rivers, majestic canyons, and awe-inspiring mountain ranges. Within this enchanting sanctuary lies the magnificent Yellowstone Lake, a shimmering testament to North America's largest high-elevation lake. What sets this park apart is its status as the custodian of Earth's largest surviving ecosystem in the Northern Temperate Zone, a precious haven teeming with hundreds of unique plant and animal species, some of which face the threat of endangerment and extinction. Delving into the park's rich tapestry, one cannot help but be amazed by the boundless recreational possibilities that abound. Whether it's embarking on exhilarating hikes, immersing oneself in the wonders of camping, venturing out onto serene waters for boating escapades, casting a line for a day of fishing bliss, or simply basking in the breathtaking vistas that unfold at every turn, Yellowstone offers an unparalleled playground for nature enthusiasts. It is no wonder that in 1978, the park was bestowed the esteemed UNESCO World Heritage Site designation, a testament to its exceptional value and universal significance. The area is also home of the Yellowstone caldera, a volcanic caldera sometimes referred to as the Yellowstone supervolcano. This dormant volcano has unleashed massive eruptions numerous times in the past 2 million years. It takes the form of an immense hollow structure that materializes shortly after the emptying of a magma chamber during a volcanic outburst. Notably, Yellowstone boasts an abundance of geysers and hydrothermal features, more than half of which can be found nowhere else on Earth, and they owe their existence to the ongoing volcanic processes in the region. Moreover, Yellowstone is a highly active seismic zone in the United States, witnessing around 2,500 recorded earthquakes in the region in 2022. September alone accounted for over 500 of these seismic events. This dynamic activity stems from an extensive network of fault lines beneath the national park, intricately linked to the dormant colossal entity known as the Yellowstone supervolcano. A supervolcano erupts with a volcanic explosivity index, VEI, of 8, the highest level on the index, capable of spewing volcanic material exceeding 240 cubic miles. These supervolcanoes are characterized by the ascent of magma into the Earth's crust, but its inability to penetrate it. However, the precise count of supervolcanoes that have emerged throughout history remains unknown, as we have encountered equally formidable volcanic eruptions that do not reach supervolcanic proportions. For instance, approximately 7,500 years ago, the Indonesian island of Sumatra witnessed the most extensive supervolcanic eruption in the last 30 million years. Another well-known eruption occurred in 79 AD, when Mount Vesuvius unleashed its fury, entombing numerous Roman settlements and earning a place in European history as one of the deadliest volcanic events. Interestingly, the eruption of Mount Vesuvius, which had a volcanic explosivity index VEI of 5, pales in comparison to the colossal eruption of Mount Tambora in 1815. Recorded as the largest eruption in historical times and of the Holocene, Mount Tambora's VEI magnitude reached 7, propelling its peak to an elevation exceeding 14,100 feet and making it one of Indonesia's tallest summits. The aftermath of Mount Tambora's eruption unleashed devastating tsunamis, caldera collapses, pyroclastic flows, central events, and explosive eruptions claiming the lives of over 71,000 individuals. The sound of the eruption reverberated 1,600 miles away, while ash deposits were discovered up to 810 miles from the volcano. Darkness blanketed regions as far as 370 miles from the mountain summit, persisting for up to 2 days. The colossal release of 10 to 120 million tons of sulfur into the stratosphere caused a global climate anomaly, leaving a lasting impact on Earth's climate patterns. In any case, the eruption of Mount Tambora did not classify as a supervolcano, but Elon Musk recently made an announcement regarding the possibility of one in the future. The SpaceX and Tesla CEO announced that a fissure crack measuring 100 feet wide has emerged in the caldera of the Yellowstone volcano. Musk's SpaceX utilized satellite imagery to identify the crack, which was later confirmed through ground observations conducted by the tech billionaire. According to Musk, the fissure crack spans approximately 25 miles in length, stretching from the northeast to the southwest of the dome. Furthermore, Musk believes that this fissure crack indicates an escalation in volcanic activity and deformation within the Yellowstone region, which has experienced cycles of uplift and subsidence for millions of years. It is estimated that volcanic activity in Yellowstone National Park began roughly 2 million years ago, with molten magma ascending from deep within the Earth, leading to 3 catastrophic eruptions surpassing any recorded in history. The initial eruption, responsible for the formation of the caldera, occurred approximately 2.1 million years ago, leaving behind a colossal depression in the ground. Subsequently, the Island Park caldera produced the Huckleberry Ridge Tuff, creating a cavity larger than the state of Rhode Island and releasing 17 times the amount of ash compared to the Mount Tambora eruption. Approximately 640,000 years ago, the Yellowstone caldera formed during the second largest eruption, generating the Lava Creek Tuff and producing over 6 times the volume of ash from the Mount Tambora eruption. However, the third largest eruption transpired 1.3 million years ago, resulting in the formation of the smaller Mesa Falls Tuff. This caldera is presently visible from the Snake River Plain Yellowstone hotspot. Following Yellowstone's major eruption 640,000 years ago, smaller lava flows and hydrothermal explosions have occurred within and near the caldera. Nonetheless, no significant eruptions have taken place since then, or at least that was the belief until Elon Musk's recent discovery. Interestingly, concerns about a supervolcano eruption in the region have been raised before. In 2018, scientists made a startling discovery indicating that a supervolcano was pulsating and set to erupt soon, despite the absence of active volcanoes in the area. The upwelling we observed resembles a rising hot air balloon, suggesting something is ascending through the deeper layers of our planet beneath New England. Our study challenges conventional understanding of continental behavior and textbook concepts taught in introductory geology classes, explained Professor Vadim Levin, a geophysicist at Rutgers University. Nevertheless, Musk's recent identification of a massive 100-foot fissure in the Grand Teton National Park close to Yellowstone volcano has triggered panic in the area. Geologists remain uncertain about the origin of this colossal crack, especially since Grand Teton, situated 60 miles away from Yellowstone National Park, actually rests above the Yellowstone supervolcano. If seismic activity beneath Yellowstone caused the fissure, it could be an indication of the dormant volcano's reawakening and its current process of replenishing its magma chambers with molten rock from the Earth's mantle. Unfortunately, such an event would have devastating consequences for the entire United States. Immediate fatalities are estimated at around 87,000, with 2/3 of the country being destroyed. The eruption's potential magnitude is staggering, surpassing that of the 1815 Mount Tambora eruption by approximately 40 times. If Yellowstone were to erupt at this very moment, it could expel a staggering 240 cubic miles of magma, plunging the entire planet into a decade-long volcanic winter. This catastrophic event would result in pyroclastic debris raining down on numerous states, creating a crater spanning several states and spreading ash across hundreds of miles. However, SpaceX is presently closely monitoring the region to observe any additional changes and determine whether the 100-foot wide crack signifies an impending supervolcano eruption. The earthquake data obtained from the area has caused quite a commotion. Through an analysis of this data, Musk found that the Yellowstone caldera's magma chamber spans 50 miles in length and 12 miles in width, with an underground volume of 960 cubic miles, approximately 6.8% of which is filled with molten rock. This discovery is alarming because it confirms that the size of the magma chamber is around 2.5 times larger than previously believed by scientists. When researchers from Arizona State University discovered that molten magma surged into the chamber during Yellowstone's last super eruption, occurring in 2 significant influxes, it provided support for Musk's claims about the area's perilous nature. Examination of crystals from Yellowstone lava indicated that prior to the last super eruption, the magma chamber experienced rapid temperature increases and compositional changes. Consequently, Yellowstone's magma reservoir could potentially reach its eruptive capacity and trigger a super eruption within decades, rather than the centuries previously predicted by volcanologists. In the light of this significant crack in the area, a super eruption could occur at any time in the foreseeable future. The National Park Service, NPS, seems to be preparing for any eventualities. Following the discovery of the 100-foot wide fissure crack, they issued warnings to tourists and locals to avoid venturing into restricted or hazardous zones. They openly state that due to the park's unpredictable and potentially dangerous nature, visitors should be ready for emergencies and have an evacuation plan in place. According to the NPS, their current concern is that the crack may widen and lead to falling rocks in areas typically frequented by people. Nonetheless, Elon Musk provides some reassuring news about the massive crack, which may ease people's concerns. The Twitter CEO explains that fissures are not uncommon in the area, given its volcanic and tectonic activity. He states that historically, the region experiences between 1,000 to 2,000 measurable earthquakes each year, with the majority being minor, with magnitudes of 3 or lower. Consequently, the presence of cracks is undoubtedly a possibility in the region. Furthermore, considering Earth's changing natural disasters, Musk's company has developed a statistical model to assess the likelihood of a supervolcano eruption occurring this year or the next. Their findings indicate a probability of 1 in 700,000. However, it is important to note that the risk of a supervolcano eruption is more likely than a large-scale comet or asteroid impact. Musk advises against completely ruling out the possibility. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments.